her channel today. My best advice for investing £10,000 would be to invest it all into Bitcoin. No.
That's what I'm saying. Bitcoin is it's the place to go. Like, we are about to check out Mama Fur's channel. If you don't know, look, Mama Fur is a legend, okay? She's an OG in the game. I mean, we're quite OG in the game as well. You can check the history of the channel, and we've got multiple channels, but I'm telling you guys, when it comes to finance, she's the OG anyways for the UK. So we're about to check it out and show her a bunch of love. We're gonna like the video just like we just done now. There we go. Like the video, show you guys. So be sure to like the video, like this video, and before all and obviously subscribe, okay? It's mandatory. Come on, it's Mama Fur, baby. Okay, but with all of that being said, guys, YouTube is Ronnie MP. Whoop.
It's RonnieMP.com.
Want to join my free gift card giveaway? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the notification. Then let me know that you subscribe down below. That's it. Hey yo, what's good YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Ronnie MP. Thank you and welcome to a brand new video of It's Ronnie MP, the show where we bring you guys a bunch of videos suggested by you guys. And guess who? You guys only. Who else? Like, who else? I'm not gonna suggest it. If you don't suggest it, then I'm kind of stuck. So start suggesting all of the requests that you guys want me to make, and I'll be sure to get to making, basically. Okay, I'm trying to give the people what they want. You gotta give the people what they need. Okay, but for today's video that we've got how to, in fact, I can show you better than I can tell you how to invest 10k in the UK. Okay, and yeah, it's basically just how to get started with investing, the best place for returns, all of that amazing stuff. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get started. It seems like this is multiple YouTubers or UK YouTubers that are in the finance industry or niche, if you want to call it. And yeah, I got started just because I found it confusing. Okay, learning trading and all of this, it was just like jargon. It was just things like make you want to kind of puke almost, because you don't get it. It's like when a lawyer is reading out all these complicated terms and conditions and all of this kind of words that sound like professional slang. You're like, what the heck? So hence to where we got started, and just to try and simplify things for people. Okay, so this way at least you get started, because you'll quickly get to understand that with trading, time in the market is very important. I mean, there are people who started trading just dabbling with it as a teen back in the days, and then they go and check their account like 20 years, 10 years later, and they're like, what the heck? Am I like a millionaire now or something? Because that money is or that share has appreciated over time, and they've made crazy money, crazy dividends, whatever it is. So the sooner you get started, the better, and that's exactly what we're about to check out right now. So I'm super excited. I don't know if you can tell. Awesome content. That hence to why I subscribed. I liked. I did everything. A wealth of knowledge, an abundance of knowledge with Mama Fur, baby. So let's go and get it right now.
To invest £10,000.
What are the best ways to invest 10k?
Great question. It's actually a very common question. I get in a lot of comments. Today,
nice.
I
Hit
wanted
that like,
to do
which
a
we
little
already
bit
did, Mama
different as
Fur.
well.
All right.
I didn't want to simply just talk to the camera and tell you how I would do things, although I will share with you at the end what my thoughts would be right now in 2020.
Nice.
I wanted to also introduce you to a couple of great up-and-coming UK money content creators as well.
Nice. This is what we're looking for right here, guys.
I've got 4 people who are going to join me on this video. I consider some of the best content creators out there.
I feel like crying right now.
Just coming up through the YouTube ranks.
I'm not on the list, Mama Fur. What's going on? Like, what's going on? Like,
to share with you their knowledge on the stock market. So I want to kick off by introducing to Nicola from the Frugal Cottage and her insights on how she would invest £10,000.
Hello, I'm
okay, let's hear it. I can't see the name. Nicola. Hello, Nicola. The Frugal Cottage. First of all, already it seems like I love Nicola, because it said the Frugal Cottage right there, and frugal is what we are trying to do. Being frugal isn't, I mean, it sounds easy. Just be frugal, right? Fave. Well, it's quite a skill, like, hence to why not everybody's frugal. So the fact that there's that frugal there, we already like it, Nicola, okay? You're a star. You are an absolute star, so let's get it.
£10,000. So,
what would you do? I'll keep it safe. I'm not gonna lie. ETFs all day.
Investor, which means that I invest in
Get
stocks
them
and
returns.
funds that pay out dividends to create a passive income source.
Nice.
That is what I would be focusing on if I had this lump sum of money to invest in the stock market. So the first thing that I would do would be to decide how to split that up. So I think I think
that's the major key thing right there, because it can be overwhelming. From the majority of us, we've never seen £10,000 cash right in front of you there. You're like, oh God. It can get a bit very tempting, if you know what I mean. Very, very tempting. So I think the best thing to do is to work out percentage wise, okay, how much do I split up, and to buy individual funds, and then or individual shares or stocks, whatever it is, just an individual company. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that. I don't want to get too jargon-ish, but anyways, like, to just how much do I split up to invest into individual companies such as Coca-Cola, McDonald's, AT&T, whatever you want to invest in, and then how much do I dedicate to ETFs such as basically a bunch of companies all in one basket, and now you're investing in each and every single one. You own a tiny bit of each. So I think that's the first thing to kind of work out. Let's see what Nicola has to say. She might say different, and then we're just going to look like a bunch of clowns, but I think she's going to say the same. You have to play safe out here sometimes as well.
Into some low risk.
So she said 60% into low.
Of that into some individual companies, both of which pay out dividends.
Similar.
Reason why I would choose
the same thing.
Is
the same thing I said.
I'm trying to grow another income stream, and investing in the stock market is just one way to do that.
Yeah,
so
get them money, baby.
Talking of low risk funds, I would be looking at something that pays 4 to 5% as a dividend yield, and has a ongoing costs that is around about 0.05 to maybe 0.1. And likewise with individual companies, I would be looking at.
I do have to mention and say, because what Nicola's saying is absolutely important, it's so crucial, but it looks like I've seen Nicola before. She looked like someone I know named Charlotte. And yeah, I'm just staring at her, literally. I was going to say staring into her eyes, but she just looks like somebody I know. I just had to say that out there.
How their cash flow is, what kind of dividends they pay already.
Yeah.
Is that sustainable? Have they paid them out for lots of years?
Yeah.
There are lots of companies.
So you don't want to get Tesla then?
That you can invest in that pay out dividends and have done for 25, 30, 40, 50 years plus. They're the kind of
this way you feel secure.
That probably will be able to sustain their dividend income, their dividend payouts over the longer term. So they are.
So longevity with this is key, because if you're able to buy a share, especially when shares are red, that's the good time to buy. That's like when shares are on sale. Okay, if you're able to buy into that, and as well as taking advantage of that appreciation, because most likely it will go up. But if you invest in it long term, and then you get them sweet dividends, you reinvest it back into the market and take advantage of that compound interest, you are flying. The sky is the limit for you, my friend. It's not a matter of if, but when you become successful and you've got a bunch of money built up with compound interest. So that's what Nicola's mentioning. Similar things right there.
If I were to invest this £10,000 as a lump sum, and the reason why I've done the 60-40 split in this hypothetical scenario is to cover all bases. So funds are lower risk, so the risk of me losing some money is lower. Higher risk are the individual companies.
Yep, like I said.
They tend to pay out better in terms of dividend income, if that's what you're looking for, which is why I invest. So the combination of...
Okay, so I've got a question for Mama Fur, okay? All right, Mama Fur? Hope you're ready for this one. I'm gonna hit you with this one because it's something that I've received. I've got a TikTok page, and I get some requests through some young ones who want to get started in the game, and by the game I mean like trading. You get what I mean? And they often ask me like, okay, it's Ronnie MP, why can't I just then buy? And I'll tell you what I normally tell them, but why can't I just then buy loads of shares of, for example, Vanguard, S&P 500, and just keep buying that? Because that's as safe as you can get almost, right? And I said, yes, that's what my answer is. Yes, I mean, you can. It's obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, professional, whatever it is, but you can definitely do that. And I don't see anything wrong with that. So I just wanted to check with Mama Fur right here. I don't know, maybe you can make a separate video or something. I don't know. Maybe just answer in the comment section down below. It depends on you, how you feel. But yeah, I was just quite curious as to, why not? Like, that's the answer I normally tell them. I said, yeah, why not? By all means. And then I explain what Nicola's been explaining. Usually with individuals, you can get those high percentage to be able to build, that income on the side. So I don't know. Someone I wanted to check out there, Mama Fur.
4 to 5% yield as dividend income, you're doing well. But that's what I would use to invest in with this lump sum. So 60% in funds, 40% in individual companies. And remember, once you've invested in these companies and they are paying you that dividend income, you can then reinvest that.
There we go.
And the ball continues and you continue to get that dividend
snowball effect.
And it should grow over time. This will be inside my stocks and shares ISA so that it is tax-free and you are not taxed on any of the dividend income because it is inside that tax-free wrapper.
Yep, that's the other question I get as well. So should I open up an ISA or just a normal account? What I tend to tell people is, well, majority of people don't have 20 grand to invest in the first place. Like who's got, obviously, don't get me wrong, like there are people that have got 20 grand just lying there, just gathering dust. I guess there's always like a few, but the majority don't, especially to invest in an ISA. So I feel like, why not take advantage of that sweet tax-free money? Where you can avoid the tax man. You can just collect like dividend upon dividend, and then reinvest it. So for me, it's a no-brainer, but that's a popular question that I often get as well.
I talk about personal finance and investing in the stock market, and I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Jennifer for having me on her channel today. My best advice for investing £10,000 would be to invest it all into Bitcoin.
That's what I was saying. Like, Bitcoin is not a good option. Trust me.
I personally would invest my £10,000 into a low-cost ETF. My personal favourite is the VUSA, that's VUSA.
S&P 500.
Low-cost ETF that tracks the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has actually averaged around 7% after inflation for the last 90 years since its inception. So by this logic, if you had £10,000 and you invested it into the S&P 500 and didn't invest...
Oh my days, Ewan. He's talking my language. I literally feel like we have the same tactics. We've got the same blueprint. And we're just like, okay, how are we going to destroy this? We're using the same blueprint. And I feel like if I've worked hard to obtain this money, to gain this money, like, why risk so much? I understand, obviously, like, Templar, like, it can appreciate in value. Don't get me wrong, okay? But right now, if you want to play it safe, like, why? Do you get what I mean? Unless, okay, we're not talking about McDonald's or Coca-Cola, like companies that have been here since 50 billion years, and the likelihood of them dying is like, but you get what I mean. So, Ewan, my friend, salute to the people. I don't know what that was, salute to the people, but just, you're my guy, okay? That's all I'm saying. You're my guy. Let's get it.
Double after just 10 years.
Nice.
After 40 years,
let's rewind that actually, just to see exactly what he mentioned there in that sentence. That was beautiful right there.
Into the S&P 500 and didn't invest a penny after that, your money would double after just 10 years.
Nice.
And after 40 years, your pot would be around £150,000 due to the magical and mysterious ways of compound interest. That's obviously pretty nice, but what is even better is that if you
start investing,
continue investing and invest around £150 every single month. If you invest this £150 adjusted for inflation over 40 years, your pot, instead of being £150,000...
A milli, Bailey! And hold on. I'm guessing he's going to say a milli. And I don't just say a milli. I say a milli billy or a milli silly. Because that's that kind of silly money. Your money just grew and compounded because you was wise enough to invest in S&P 500 or to get started with stocks whilst you were young, and now you retire a millionaire. Like, what more do you want? What more do you want? And in fact, you can speed up the process by investing a huge chunk of your own money. If you can, it's not by force, by the way. But if you can invest a ton of your money, your own money, in fact, back into the stock market. so it can just carry on growing. Like, please, somebody tell me that's a win-win. Someone tell... Okay, it's a win-win, Ronnie. Okay, yeah, somebody told me it's a win-win, so thank you. Like, get wise here, kids, okay? Hence to why I do this. Like, these are things that I didn't have as growing up, you know, or not that I didn't... YouTube wasn't exactly there like it is right now, and so I'm just trying to deliver or bring this knowledge in front of people like myself, that I wish I had this early on to be able to start. I did start quite early, but like not as early as I would have wanted to. I got into the wrong kind of trading, like day trading back in the days. Well, disaster, man, disaster, absolute disaster. But it is what it is. Let's move. We move. Let's see.
Due to the magical and mysterious
compound interest where we were.
That's obviously pretty nice, but what is even better is that if you decided to continue investing and invest around £150 every single month. If you invested this £150 adjusted for inflation over 40 years, your pot, instead of being £150,000, would be over 1 million.
I told you guys, a milli billy.
If all this money was invested in a stocks and shares ISA, then all of your capital gains,
tax-free, baby,
dividends would be tax-free. So
I told you guys, you can't say I didn't say it. I did say it. Like, you want to aim for that tax-free, that sweet spot where you stay away from Billy the Taxman. Otherwise, Billy the Taxman will come after, by the way, for you to be able to, like, gain all of that money. So after you... After your shares have appreciated in value, your dividends has been reinvested, you, like, let's just say hypothetically you've made 1 million now, yeah? For you to be able to get that 1 million, you're going to have to sell your shares. Or you're going to have to sell your shares bit by bit. I think Nicola mentioned something similar, but you're going to have to sell your shares. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is when the taxman comes knocking on your door like, hey, stop the music. Billy here. Is Ronnie MP in? Because I've seen he's gained about a milli Billy, as they say. And I'm here to collect my money, silly. So Billy is going to be collecting. Billy the Taxman will definitely collect from you. We don't want that. Hence the why we open ISAs and invest the maximum we can, 20, which is 20 grand, and chuck it in there and just watch it grow. Okay, so that's the tactics right there. Let's carry on with the video. Look at that 1 million. Looks so juicy.
ISA, then all of your capital gains and all of your dividends would be tax-free. So technically, you could live off all of your tax-free dividends, which would be around 15,000.
Pulling out like 40, 30.
Or even better, you could use the 4% rule or the 3% rule, which is often used by the FIRE community. This is where you'll keep your £1 million invested into the stock market and just withdraw 3 to 4% every single year.
Beautiful, man, beautiful.
And this will allow you to avoid touching the £1 million, otherwise known as the principal. Because, as we said earlier, the 7% average return will offset this, so you'll basically stay at £1 million the whole time while withdrawing an income from it. This will allow you to withdraw a yearly income
please,
of around
that's music.
£30,000 to £40,000 per year, completely tax-free, which is obviously a lot higher than the dividend income.
Hey, I wonder what university Ewan went to. I can see his uni picture at the back right there. I'm gonna guess Portsmouth. I don't know why Portsmouth came up. I don't know. Maybe Ewan is watching this one day, but my guess is Portsmouth. Don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. Portsmouth just came up. I don't know. Maybe it's the t-shirt. I don't know. I don't know how a t-shirt can tell me Portsmouth. Don't ask, but I'm guessing Portsmouth. Let's see if we're right one day.
ETF and my plan.
Interesting. So 12 grand or 12.18. Let's just say Vanguard S&P 500. Let's go. The ruler of all of the investments, obviously a massive 61% is in Vanguard S&P 500, and then he's got some in Coca-Cola, which we're yet to buy. Follow along on the channel, you see the investment journey. We're yet to buy Coca-Cola, Walt Disney, we're yet to buy McDonald's, potentially Tesla as well. I mean, I literally watched Tesla drop before my own two eyes, and I was just so reluctant in investing because I want to build that sweet dividend. I want that coming in, man. I want that coming in. So, yeah. Right now we're in the reds. But my younger brother who got started, we got him set up, his ISA and everything. We made a video on it. He is in the green. This kid is a machine. That rhymed. He's in the green and he's a machine, but he's absolutely crushing it. We'll do an update on AB's portfolio. That's my little brother's name. AB's portfolio very, very soon is coming up. But this kid has been buying shares. It's like a light bulb moment. It's like an Illuminati kind of moment. Like, whoa, like he's like, hold on. So you're telling me I can make free money by simply working my normal 9 to 5 and just chucking the money in? And I'm like, yes, AB, yes, that's true, you can. He's like, oh, hell no. I'm getting started ASAP Rocky. I'm not ASAP Rocky, but I'm getting started right now. So that's what AB's been doing. He's been investing and buying shares like a madman. And he's been doing research on it as well. So he's been a really good boy. We're going to definitely do an update on his portfolio and just to see where he's at. And he's really young. So this goes to tell you, you can get started literally. He could have got started ages ago, but he just wasn't listening, you know? So let's carry on with Ewan and see what Ewan is saying.
So to live off the dividend income slash
from the portfolio
interest income that I get from this ETF down the line in 40 odd years. So
nice.
Who's with me?
Hey, I'm with you, Ian.
From tollyfrimpong.com. On my channel, I share.
Sorry, did you say Tolly? Tolly, sorry.
Who's with
Let's
me?
see. Hey, I'm Tolu from tollyfrimpong.com.
Hello, Tolu.
On my channel, I share.
Very first time to meet you, but we are meeting virtually, and straight away you've got an amazing smile. So can't wait to see what you're about to say. Hopefully it lines up with me and Ewan, as well as Nicola as well. Nicola, bloody heck, Nicola. Give us a clap, son. She was spitting some fire right there, and we really loved it as well. So let's see what Tolu has to say.
Personal finance, budgeting, and frugal living.
Exactly
so
what we talk about here.
£10,000 to invest, I'll do a number of things with it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll take £1,000 of that money and I'd invest in self-education.
Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna say, all right. That's assuming then Tolu already has emergency funds set up, because you're gonna want to keep £1,000 for emergency. The average household doesn't even have £1,000 saved up for emergencies, so hence to why you're gonna have to borrow and use a credit card and then get further in debt because you don't even have £1,000 lying around. So I thought that's what Tolu was about to say. The first thing I'll do is save £1,000 for an emergency. But she mentioned something different. So let's carry on hearing what Tolu has to say, I guess.
To invest, I'll do a number of things with it.
Okay,
so the first thing I'll do is I'll take £1,000 of that money and I'd invest in self-education, because I believe in self-education. I believe that self-education, mentorships, courses,
she's not
all
wrong.
Those things will help me find ways to even generate more than that £10,000. So I think that's the first thing I'll do. I'll take that £1,000
we agree. It's a good plan.
I'd also take £1,000 and I'd give it to charitable causes, because I do believe in the principle of giving and you shall receive. So
bloody heck, Tolu. Hey, that's my girl. That's it. She said it. If you give, it'll come back. So that's the principle right there. Let's carry on.
The more you'll receive. So
I'll
definitely give 10% of that away. So then we've got £8,000 left now. So then I'll take 1,000 of the remaining £8,000 and I'll take that and I'll invest in a high interest savings account. So I'd put that money aside in a high interest saving account so that I'm making some money on that money. But in addition to that, that money is also easily accessible to me when I need it. So if there is an emergency or anything that arises, I'd have that money to draw from very quickly.
Okay, so straight up the bat, that's a quite different strategy for them from what I would take. I feel like the old Ronnie, the younger Ronnie, would have taken the exact same approach. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Each and every single person is different, hence to why Mama Fur has decided to get, all of the YouTubers or some of the UK YouTubers and see what their perspective is on how much or what they would do with 10k. So I'm sure Tolu's way suits a ton of people. I've gone down that route. And it just feels like my money is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is working for me. I feel like Kevin O'Leary right now, but it genuinely felt like that. Hence to why I had to move it out from some of these high-heeled savings accounts and then just go and work. Okay, go and work. Mainly in S&P 500, but go work. So, it's a different approach. Each and every single person is different.
With the remaining £7,000, I'll really try and put it to work and make that money grow. I'll do that by opening a stocks and share ISA account. So probably with the likes of Vanguard or Trading 212. I'll open it with one of those investment platforms anyway. I'll open that stocks and share ISA account and then I'll put that money in there and invest in high interest index funds. Passive ones as well, so index funds that don't require much work, because with me I'm in it for the long haul when it comes
to
investing.
Thank you. Ain't nobody got time to sit there behind the screen like, okay, so I can see graph 55 have gone up and increased in value. So that means it's, we ain't got time for that. We want to literally make the money work. Like, here's the money, work. And I'm going to check on it every single now and then. Like, I don't want to be sat behind it. Like, we're trying to build businesses. We're trying to increase our income. We're trying to enjoy time with our families, okay? You don't want, nobody wants to arrive at their deathbed and all they did was stare at cut the music. Nobody wants to reach their deathbed and all they did with their whole life was stare down like 50 different screens. Because, you know, like with all this day trading stuff, like they have like 1 billion screens in front of them and you have to track so many things and then like so many reports. Like you have to write and read so many reports before you even invest. So ain't nobody got time for that. I really do like Ian's approach. Or Ewan? Did I say Ewan? Okay, I'm sorry, my friend. Okay, I know I said you went to Portsmouth University, but I don't want to butcher your name. Ewan or Ian. But yeah, the same exact strategy as well as Nicola. And yeah, and Tolu, she's spitting some knowledge as well. You know, we ain't got time to be sitting behind the screens.
I'm very new to the whole world of investing, which is why I obviously said about prioritizing my education first. I'll then invest in index funds because I know that they're lower risk. Yes, it takes a lot more time for you to actually reap the rewards of your investment.
Yeah, but it's safer, man.
For the long run. I'm not trying to get rich quick. I'm trying to get rich slowly over time. And I know
easy
that
comes, easy goes.
Over the long run, they always produce a positive return. Yes, there's ups and downs in the market.
By the way, if you are finding value in this, please smash the like button. How can we forget? In fact, destroy it. Like literally, UFC and WWE, like smash that like button. It means a ton for the channel. It gets this channel out there. It gets content out there in front of like-minded people like you and me, so you can clearly see how important it is to destroy that like button, that subscribe button, as well as that ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Yep. There we go. Smash that notification bell. Become a part of the notification squad. But carry on with the content.
But by investing in index funds, it reduces the risk because it's spread across a diverse portfolio of businesses, as opposed to just investing in the stocks of one particular business or one particular company, and then that company goes bust and then you're in trouble. Figure, oh my gosh, I've lost all my money. With the index funds, your risk is spread over a number of businesses, so you're more likely to see that money grow over the long haul. So I'm talking 5, 10, 15 years down the line, that money will still be making me money. So that's definitely
we like Tolu, boy. We like her a lot.
Hi, I'm Anna from the channel Panda Bath.
Hello, Anna. Nice to meet you. First time meeting virtually, just like I say to everyone. Yeah, I'm quite sure Panda Boss or Anna is gonna have a similar mind to every single person. It seems like everyone in the UK are like on job, as we would say in the slang. As the youths will say, that's absolutely true. Seems like everyone's on job. They are they mean business and they mean longevity as well. So I really like that a lot.
If you don't feel very confident in investing, the first thing I would say is invest about 10% into yourself, your knowledge. Get some courses, get some books,
knuckle it down, grind it,
get some coaching and stuff like that. Secondly, I would divide up
nice strategy, similar to Tolu's.
The remaining money or the whole money, if you already feel like you are quite confident with the financial concepts, I would invest 50% into ETF.
I told you, Anna Banana ain't playing no games. Okay? I said it literally just came out my mouth because Anna Banana is also a friend of mine, who's named Anna, and we always call her Anna Banana. So I mean it with the utmost respect, Anna. Okay, but yeah, Anna is definitely on job. She's spitting some knowledge right now, and you want to listen up, and you want to listen up closely as well, because she mentioned something very similar to what Tolu mentioned, which is she would actually invest in herself, because the more you can increase here, trust me, the more fluent you're going to become. You know, you're going to become less hesitant. There's too much. But yeah, less hesitant, and you're just gonna have that confidence, which is something that you need. You don't want to get into that place where you're trying to time the market each and every single time. Like, oh, it's not. Oh, where you just want to be investing, basically. You don't want to be trying to time the market. I mean, if it happens to be you're buying it when it's super low, then so be it. If it's not, then I'm still investing anyhow, because we're in this for the long run, as we mentioned in the beginning. So, you know, it's something to keep in mind.
Loads of different companies. For example, I personally invest into the S&P 500 ETF, which tracks the 500 biggest companies in the United States. It essentially just minimizes your risk, because even if one of those companies goes bust, it'll quickly be replaced into the S&P 500 by another company. Then I would invest 20% into REITs. So this is essentially sort of like an ETF, only for property. So these are companies which invest in...
Okay, so that's it, guys. We're learning. REITs for real estate and properties and stuff like that. S&P 500, as you just heard Anna say, 500 largest. Well, there's actually like 505 or something like that in the S&P 500, but it's still tied to the S&P 500. And then 20%, I believe it was 20% Anna mentioned, into REITs. This way, I'm assuming she's saying that this way you are fully diversified. I feel like literally Kevin O'Leary, like I said, you are fully diversified because you've got some money into the S&P 500, like all of these major companies, as well as some of them that are doing decent. Some of them are doing better than others. Some of them carry more weight than others, including or especially the ones at the top, like the top 10, 5. They carry a lot more weight than everyone else because these are silverback gorillas of the companies. Okay, they are huge, they are major, like their profits is insane and all of this amazing stuff. But Anna's way is really nice because then with the REITs, then you're starting to reach the real estate market. So this way you're truly diverse, meaning if one market goes up, then you benefit. If the other one goes down and the other one's up, you get what I mean? It's almost like a true form of diversification right there, and we like it a lot.
Get rent from that, and then pay out 90% of the profits.
Let's hear that bit again.
So buy another company. Then I would invest 20% into REITs. So this is essentially sort of like an ETF, only for property. So these are companies which invest in loads of different types of properties, get rent from that, and then pay out 90% of the profits as dividends. Again, because these companies invest in so many different properties, the risk is minimized. That then means that 70% of what you've invested is with minimal risk. Now the remaining 30, I would split 20% into individual dividend paying stocks and 10% into growth stocks. I personally have the opinion that dividend stocks are a lot safer than growth stocks. Therefore, that's how I will be splitting it. But this could completely depend on your own individual risk appetite and what sort of investor you would like to be.
So for me, I absolutely adore.
Hey, there we go. So, I genuinely loved Anna's, Anna's take on it, because it's truly diversifying, honestly speaking, because she's, as I mentioned, she's in both sectors, the real estate as well as covering everything else, as well as individuals as well. Taking advantage of those companies that maybe they might not be paying dividend, but however, there's something about them. They're doing things right. They are innovating. They're just doing everything right. And you might want to invest in them and see what if it works out. So you chuck some money in there, and then there are companies that they pay you sweet dividends, safe. You invest money in that as well. So it's really nice to just see, overall, as I mentioned, the key principle to take from here is diverse. But we are about to hear Mama Fur herself mention some of this. I'll say Mama Fur, baby, let's go. So let's see what she has to say on
money.
this.
And it's actually been really interesting hearing how other people do things depending on background, maybe age, and that how generally they like to manage their money. Like that. Now for me, some of the points that were touched upon, obviously investing in yourself, huge fan of that. Dividend investing, so actually picking specific companies that will return to you a dividend payment regardless of actually how much it grows, is really key as well. So personally, how would I actually invest £10,000? Well, the first thing is I would apply my money stacks method. I do this with any money that comes our way, whether it's my income through YouTube or my day job or any additional money that might be a tax refund or anything like that. Follow my channel before, you know it's 6 pots of money. They've each got specific purposes, and it's all percentage based. So it's not about, you know, £10 going here, it's a percentage. And one of the key things for me, regardless of where the income comes from, 10% is automatically given away. We give to charities, we give to organisations, religious places that we feel inspired by for that month. That's something I believe in. I believe it's a holistic approach to money. We've received, I also want to do good with the money and send it out. So for me, that 10% is an absolute. £1,000 would be going to giving charities or causes that we believed in.
So the exact same thing that Tolu mentioned as well. Tolu mentioned the exact same thing. She would invest in herself, give, and now she's got £8,000 left.
Next thing that would happen is at least 10% would be going into our investment portfolio. So again, another £1,000 straight to my investment ISA, topping it up, and I invest in Vanguard's Life Strategy 100 fund at the moment. Sometimes I dip my toes into their global high dividend yield fund as well. Depends what I'm feeling on that day or what I think is going to perform better. But generally I stick to their mutual funds, their blended funds, which are the Life Strategy funds. For me, I like how they're blended. I've got US heavy, I've got UK, I've got, you know, developed worlds, I've got China in there. It's a nice blend for what I like and how long I'm leaving it. The next thing I would do is 10% is fun money. So 10% guilt-free spending. So with £1,000, well, actually, that might be a holiday for my family up here in Glasgow. We might simply do some home improvements, endless choices, but it'd be guilt-free spending. The rest of it then...
So that's different then, because we haven't heard that. No one else has mentioned that, you know, guilt-free spend or money to just... that we like to call it on this channel, that YOLO money. YOLO! So you just do whatever you want with it. So that's what Mama first mentioned as well, as a 10%. So you can clearly see she's standing behind what she mentioned. She's breaking it down. It doesn't matter how much it is, what number it is. We're gonna literally do surgery on that money and break it down, dissect each and every single part and say, okay, this part is for this is for that, this is for giving, this is for this is for that. It's very religious, or I don't know, it gives me like a biblical vibe. I don't know, I might be wrong, but let me know in the comment section if you're watching, Mama Fur. But it's almost like biblical principles where you're like, okay, 10% for giving and then blah 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 blah. So it's really interesting to find out.
A mix of actually education opportunities. Maybe there would be a course that my husband would want to do, or my children, get some new books for the house, maybe even coaching or mentoring. I think about using a little portion to invest in ourselves, just because that return is limitless. What I invest in my channel, me, my mindset, my husband's work, anything like that, we then see returns in our life far beyond what that £10,000 right now would have brought. And then finally, whatever is left over, so that could well be about 50% of the money, £5,000, I would then honestly think about where's the best place. The majority of time we do throw it into investments or savings. So perhaps if our 3 to 6 months savings account that we normally have, that kind of new opportunities fund, emergency fund, if that perhaps had dipped down, I'd top that absolutely back up, maybe put another month in there if we felt inspired, but I'd leave it very much open to what felt like the best fit. It tends to be investment heavy, so I'd be buying more Life Strategy 100 fund, but I like to decide in the moment what feels right outside of those default 10% amounts on giving, education, fun money, and also what we're doing in terms of investments. So I hope this video has been really insightful for you. As I say, these content
1,000%
are some of the great ones I see. I'd also love if you'd hit
smash
subscribe,
that like button as well.
A little bit longer on my videos. Have a little binge watch. If you're interested about the stock market, have a little watch here.
Binge watch, that's true.
300 videos for you to sit and enjoy for free. As always, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. We'll see you on the next video, Mama Fur. The level of value that we received right there is really nice, and it's really juicy. Let me just use the word juicy, okay? It's juicy. What's juicy is that we were able to get multiple different opinions. We were able to see what's in every single person's brain. Knowledge is key, okay? Or knowledge is power, as they say, but in this case, we really got to see like what each and every single individual person will do. It's like getting a summary. This is key right here. It's like getting a summary of each and every single person's YouTube channel. because that's the majority of the things that they're going to be talking about in each and every single one of their YouTube channel. Do you get what I mean? So this way you generally know that Ewan, I hope I didn't butcher it, Ewan invests this way and he believes in X, Y, and Z. Tolu invests this. I didn't forget about you, Nicola, okay? Nicola invests like in a certain kind of way. She seems very frugal as well, so good on ya. Good on ya, Nicola. Go on the Nico. And then who else do we have? Anna Banana. We have Anna who invests, who has a similar strategy to kind of Tolu, but then Tolu's strategy is a bit similar to Mama Furs at the end, which she breaks things up, and you get what I mean? It's really interesting. So that was a really good video. 1000% I recommend you guys, the people from my channel, please go and subscribe and show love to these people. Awesome people, amazing people. You can clearly see, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is in the proof. I don't know why I said that, but I said it. Okay, so be sure to do all of that. Smash that like button, please. I can't even stress how much it helps out with the YouTube algorithm, so be sure to destroy that like button. It means a ton. This video was super interesting. It was amazing. And if you want a free share, link is in the description. Grab your free share. Trading212 will give you a free share if you deposit £1 into your account. They'll give you a free share. They'll give myself a free share. This way you're banking money like it's nothing, and you can even withdraw that money 30 days later. From £1 you can get a share that's worth £100. Make £100, withdraw it, wait for 30 days. The money is yours for free. So if you want it, it's right there. Link is also in the description for my YouTube course. Go and grab it right now. This way you take advantage of the discount on how to grow a YouTube channel, basically, because as you would know, it's not my first YouTube channel. I've got multiple and I've grown multiple. All right, so thank you ever so much by watching this video, guys. You did not waste your time. Don't forget to tell your haters to get in line, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Check out this awesome video right here, and the subscribe button right there. Peace out, much love, and yes, bye bye guys.